Hello, it's Nienke here from Nienks.com, and it is time for Paper Pumpkin. I received my Paper Pumpkin this week. It's the Welcome in 2023, June 2023 Paper Pumpkin. And let's just see, I haven't even opened my box yet. It's just been crazy with summer and everything happening. So we have a Night of Navy spot. And I have an open one, so I'll just dig for my open one quickly. Instead of opening that one, there's a very pretty stamp set. Can you see all of that? There's this floral texture, welcome, thank you for your hospitality, you're invited, friend. There's a little stem, beautiful flower, and then the vase. There are optional die cut pieces available in the online store. I haven't checked if they're still available, haven't gotten mine. That cuts out the little flower, this vase, and then an additional leaf element. That's the three, and I think it's like $6. I don't know if they're still available. So that's the stamp set. There's that, and this obviously coordinates with the kit Countryside Inn suite in the annual catalog. And then that's next month. The preview said that it's going to be some fun fold cards in there, so if you want to and not miss out on this very fun kit, it's going to have a lot of die cut elements and fun fold cards, then please subscribe. The link is below in the video description. Okay, so it's a monthly subscription kit. You can cancel anytime. You can skip a box if you don't think you're gonna like it, or just try it out. I have loads of fun with my kits, and most of the time I can get more than the 9 cards out of my my kit, just by adding some base things, or just make the kit the way it is. It's beautiful. Ooh, I can already see. So all the kits come covered in like this piece of tissue paper. I just keep that on hand. It's so nice to add to little gifts or whatever, so we just keep that somewhere. And let's open this up and see what we get. And I'm just going to follow the instructions again, and then if I try to make alternatives, or I always make alternatives, but I don't always have time to film them. So if I have time, I definitely will. So far it's been going fine. I've been getting all of my alternative videos out. Okay, let's get rid of that. So we got some tear and tape. I love tear and tape. And these nice little enamel dots, I do like them. Ooh, strips, all of it strips. Yep, so it's not the dimension is strips. It's not the usual hexagon dimensional. So here we go, those little strips. That's going to be fun. Oh, those are longer strips and these are shorter strips. Okay, and then here are those Night of Navy. Ooh, I like them, they're really cool. So I have a new phone. I hope it's working well. We will see at the end. Okay, so this is like that country in paper, and it's got the boho blue. Then the envelopes are white in the middle, so it's only the flap and that's colored, and they're all the same, it looks like. Oh, this is so pretty. Yep, it really looks like that Countryside Inn. And the stamp set you get with that is this pattern, and then you get different sizes with different types of patterns. So there's the vase, there's that. This is really nice. And the card bases, so you get a blue one. Now in that set there's an embossing folder that will actually emboss this paper with a texture, which is really great. I'm really contemplating getting that one. I love it so much. I love the colors. So 1, 2, 3 of these. And yeah, like the previous one, I'm definitely cutting this apart and using the 2 sides, but for this first one we'll just make the cards as is. There's another nice element, so we'll put a vase there, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, isn't that pretty? It's that paper with all of the little animals that's blue in the suite, and here is a beautiful calypso coral. Isn't that amazing? Love that. And here we go. There's sentiments. So there, oh, you'll probably stamp those sentiments. there's the vases, there's another element, and these beautiful flower die cuts. And then the next 3 is just Night of Navy, and then there's all the sentiment strips and things. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of each of these. I'll definitely make some alternatives, but I'm just going to make the cards as is for this first video. Let me get all the die cuts up here so I can easily reach them. One of each of these. Put this away. These on here. Okay, sort of organized. I'm going to open this up, grab this out, and the envelopes. Okay, and there are our instructions. So you get, ooh, that's pretty alternative options, and then everything that is included in the kit. And then there is the actual projects you can make. Oh, they're so beautiful. Wow. Okay, it's the first time I actually saw this up close. It's very pretty. So the first ones we're just gonna make like this. So let's get all of our parts together. Oh, the other thing I want to look for is my open Night of Navy. So if you remember, we got this organizer in a previous paper pumpkin, which I absolutely love. I haven't decided what's going to go exactly where, so it's still a bit of a digging, but there we go. I'm going to use my already open spot so that I can save my fancy dancy nice new one. So there we go. I love that organizer we got. Was that 3 months ago? I think so. If there's not enough ink on there, we may switch to the new one, but we'll see. Okay, we need the thank you for your hospitality. I have a lot of stuff on these blocks that I haven't even packed away yet. I think it's from the last video I did. I haven't even packed anything away. I'll have to get this sorted. I don't know where my things is. It's a bit crazy. Let me just grab all of this off so that we have some empty blocks to work with here. Okay, thank you for your hospitality. We'll just use this one for now. And then I'll see if I want to change that later. So yeah, summer has been hot and dry. People really need some rain. Looks like there might be some coming. I'm going to grab this piece. Is that it? Yep. Fold and burnish. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I already know that I'll use the back side of this for something. But I also like to make the cards just to start off with, because it gives you a nice feel for what it can be. Oh, that's upside down. That's the right way up. And then we need this one with the flowers. There we go. This one. And we're going to stamp that right at the bottom of this. I like to just give it a little test and to see. Sometimes you have some residual oils on the stamp set from the manufacturing process, and it doesn't want to give you a beautiful clear image. I'm just going to turn this around and use it on the back side just for some, and it will also help me to see if I have my sentiments straight on my block. That looks great. And now we're just going to stamp that right at the bottom as straight as we can. Don't get too stressed about all of these things. It is a handmade card. I just line it up with my grid paper. I know that it's, and then you just do, oops, that looks like there's a little bit of pooling right there, and we're going to stamp it. And then just give the ink a minute to absorb into the paper. This is the paper pumpkin kits don't really have that nice basic white or cardstock that really absorbs very quickly. It's a different type of paper, so you just need to give it a little bit of extra time for the ink to absorb into the paper, and you'll get a clear image. If you lift it up too quickly, you may find that you have spots where the ink hasn't absorbed yet. Okay, then we need a long piece. Where's the... Here it is. Okay, I was looking for this where they show you. So it's the thick calypso coral. So you have this part here where it shows you for each card 1, 2, and 3 the pieces you will need for each card, and then on the inside it will show you the process of putting together that one card here. So we will need this thick piece. Like that, and it seems like that goes together with tear and tape right across the front. Is that the only stamping for now? Yes, it is. What did I do with the adhesives? Covered it. Okay. I'm going to... Well, let's get this on there. Like that all the way down. Yes, tear it off. And now this goes straight in the middle. You can measure if you want. I'm just going to eyeball the top. Is that sort of straight? Yep, it's sort of straight. There we go. And now we're going to use some of these foam strips, 2 long ones and 2 short ones. So 2 long ones, one right here, and one right here. So there are, if you like these strips for window cards or shaker cards, you can buy them. They're in the annual catalog. You can buy a big nice pack of those. There we go. Going to add this to the front. Okay, that goes straight in the middle like this. Let's try and get that straight. That's straight. Does that look good? Yep, that's good enough. There we go. And then that beautiful blue vase. This is a very nice card. I like it. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so the smaller... Okay, and you just use a little one of these, they say. Okay, they say to do it this way. Okay, we'll just follow it. We're following instructions here, so let's just follow the instructions. You know me and my dimensionals. I definitely want some more dimension on there. This is what we're going to do. We have edges, right? So I'm just going to cut that, and then I want to cut that in half because I need some more dimension on there. There we go. That's way better. You don't need to do that. You can only go with the one strip if you feel that's enough. I need some more. Okay, let's get that straight. Ooh, that's nice. There we go. That's so pretty. We don't have any twine or anything, but we do have these beautiful things, so let's use them. So we have one going right there, and 1, 2. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so there's the first card of the kit. Very nice. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we are going to stamp a vase. Grab this. And now I'm wondering if my chamois is dry. Oh, I think it'll work for now. Let's take this off and grab our beautiful vase. I love this vase. Really so much fun. This on there. I'm just going to give it a bit of a wipe because it's a very solid image. Just going to wipe it off to start with and get the die cut. Here we go. I hope you are enjoying this kit as much as I am. Now, Paper Pumpkin is, as I said, a monthly subscription kit, so this kit will no longer be available. If you're looking for it, you need to subscribe. Oops. Okay, I'm going to turn this over because this is and I'm just going to start by rubbing it in, and then we'll add some ink. If it's a bigger stamp and a smaller spot, I like to do it this way. Turn the stamp upside down. Now it looks like that'll stamp just fine. I'm adding a lot of ink and just checking for spots where it wants to pool, and then just adding some more ink to those spots. Okay. This is a very tiny little piece of paper. I'm actually going to turn it around and add it. Do you see the paper is smaller than the stamp? I'm gonna stick it down. Now it's going to be stuck, and then I'm actually going to press it down, and there's going to be some pooling. You can see it up there, but it will just look like it's an earthen vase, right? Now we're going to have some ink on the sides and ink on our nails when we try and get this off. I'm going to use my take your pick tool and just carefully lift it. There we go. Ooh, beautiful. I want ink on everything. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I like that texture on there. It looks like an earthen vase. Very pretty. Okay, what is next? We're going to do this frame. This one with the Calypso. Oh, I love Calypso corals. One of my favorite colors. I haven't even checked what the colors is in this kit. Okay, all of these are going to come out, I'm guessing. Here we go. Take these off. Oh, grab the card base. I'm just going to close before we have a ink catastrophe there. Close that ink spot. Get this nice and lined up. This is so pretty. So pretty. Okay, we also need this one. Yes, we also need that one. So there we go. So there's going to be some strip dimensionals on here. Here's the long ones. Long one here. So this can be a very nice shaker card. So if you would put a window sheet there, put tear and tape first, then your window sheet, then the these strips, but then you will have to put them, not leave a gap. You'll have to have them solid all the way around, and then add some sequins or whatever you would like to use for your shaker card in the middle. This will be a very quick and easy shaker card, I'm sure. Will this be too long for there? No. Okay, excellent. So yeah, like I said, I'm leaving these gaps. Now if you wanted to make it a shaker card, you would not leave those gaps. You will have them butt up to each other. Can't remember if I finished my story about the paper pumpkin kits, but anyway, you can subscribe to get a monthly kit, and the next kit, like I said, will be that beach one. That is loads of fun. You will find my link in the description box below, and you can sign up with me through that link. If you have any questions regarding Stampin' Up products, paper pumpkin kit, or my card sending service, you can just find the text number below in the description. Text me anytime. I'll be happy to answer any questions, help you with orders, or to get registered, join my team. There we go. We have fun things happening every week in our team, and you can contact me if you want to know more about what fun things, challenges we have going on every week. Okay, and then let's add some tear and tape. They say 2 strips, one right here. Now this doesn't need to be perfect any way, shape, or form. It's just to get some adhesives down. You can use any adhesive you have. Glue dots, Tombow liquid glue. I love the liquid glue. If this one is fine, but if I was concerned that it was too far, I would just fold it back on itself, but it's not. It's all good. Come on. Here we go. There's the card front. This is going to go right in the middle, centering left, right, top, and bottom. I'm not going to put it down firmly. I'm just first going to check that looks good, then give it a little bit of a burnish. Then we need the blue. Oh, the one we stamped, this one. Going to add a strip of dimensionals. I'm using 2. They're only indicating 1. You decide whatever works for you. Stay. Come on. There we go. So like I said, there is a die. I don't know if there's still dies available or if they're sold out. The last time I checked, which was about 4 days ago, I think they were still available. We're going to grab the Hello Friend right here, add that with some tear and tape. Right here, sort of in the middle. Let's see, I'm not pressing down hard, I'm just checking if it looks good, and yeah, that looks great. Now we need some of these pretties. I love these enamel dots. They're not very thick, not bulky, so you don't really need extra dimension for these. What I meant was extra postage for these, but because it's not really 2 layers of dimensionals, but these are pretty thick, so you might, for these foam strips, you might need some extra postage, but not for these little enamel dots. They're great. They're also available in the annual catalog if you want to use those. There we go. So that's card number 2. Let's do our third one. I'm just going to give this a quick wipe before I stick something in there. Okay. So this is the Night of Navy base, and we're going to stamp on one of those blue vases. I mean, we're going to stamp some blue flowers or blue texture on those white vases. There's, oh, and it is a horizontal card. Going to use this for the welcome, and this blue accent strip. And then, oh, and the white vase. Let's put this one back. So I'm substituting with one of the blocks I have. When you register for Paper Pumpkin, in your first kit, you will receive a Paper Pumpkin block. It looks like this. So it's a bit thinner than the ones I'm using that I ordered from the annual catalog. You will get this, and you'll only get one of them in your first kit. So hold on to your block. You will have to use that for your subsequent kits. I just use whatever is laying on my table, which I can grab easiest and quickest. So that's a C block. The one you have in your Paper Pumpkin is a D. It's a D block size. So it's this size, just the thinner one. Let's add this here. It doesn't need to be straight because it's just flowers. I still have some Mossy Meadow ink on my block, it seems like. And we need the welcome. I still need to organize the last couple of Paper Pumpkins. I have a sheet that I stamp on, and then I write the name of the kit so that if I want to use the words or use the imagery in something that I'm doing, I can easily find it. And the last couple of Paper Pumpkins, I think actually this year's, I haven't done yet. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that on camera, like how I organize my you know, my Paper Pumpkin stamp sets, and because I reuse all my stuff for projects for my store or for friends or whatever. Let me know if you want me to do that on camera and show you how I organize everything. Now again, this is a bigger stamp than my spot, so I'm just going to turn the stamp around. Am I in camera? Yeah. Now this one seems like it wants to pull way more than the previous one. What I mean by pulling is, can you see that in certain spots, it like there, I hope you can see that, it sort of pulls away from the stamp, and then when you re-ink it, it's solid, and then it starts pulling away again. So I'm just going to stamp this once to give those oils on the stamp a chance to absorb into this paper. So that is what you get with the pooling. It's not a solid image. Now I have to tell you, it really doesn't bug me. I feel that that is part of the texture, it's part of the handmade creation, and that is, it just doesn't bug me. I've heard from other demonstrators that they are more, some are more, you know, bugged by it, others, it just is your style. Do what you want. If you don't want that at all, I would say wipe it with your chamois again. Stamp it a couple of times. You can even use some Versamark, the sticky ink, the Versamark ink. Clear your stamp, stamp it in Versamark. Don't clean it again. Immediately apply your ink, because then the ink will, you know, stick to the sticky ink that's already applied to the stamp. I'm just going to add some ink as best I can, and then stamp it down. And if it comes out a little bit, I want to do it the other way, you know, with some pooling, that's just part of the texture of that stamp, I feel. So we're going to do the bottom part like that. Again, we need to give it a little bit of time to absorb into the paper. There we go. I like it. And now we're going to do the welcome right in the middle. I can turn this stamp thing around and give you a nice clear view here. I reuse my grid paper quite a bit. I don't throw it away until it is now really, really beyond the point of working, which rarely happens, I have to tell you. It can take layers and layers and layers of ink. Right in the middle. I hope that's sort of it. We'll see. Again, handmade, but just give it a couple of seconds. There we go. Perfect. Close the ink over there, and then we can put this together. What do we need? We need this, and we need that lovely image. Not this one. Where's the other one? The one with the clear frame. Here we go. This one. Oh, and we also need these two vases, it seems like. So we need that, and oh, not, yes, this one, and this one. 3 vases on one card. This one, and this one. Pretty. So we're going to add some tear and tape to this. Here we go. 1, 2 strips. Like I said, use any adhesive you want. Doesn't matter. This is really fun to start using paper pumpkins or the kits if you want to just try it out and see if you like it. And you'll have enough cards for an event, you know, after a couple of months you'll have enough cards for enough occasions that you can just dig in your stash and you'll find something that'll work. There we go, straight in the middle. Yes. Then is this going on a tear and tape? They say yes. Okay. Not popped up. So tear and tape on this one. A little accent strip in, what would this be? Balmy blue? I'm thinking. Could be boho blue. But I think both. Let's check the colors, shall we? Let's check the colors. So, the colors. Balmy blue, boho blue, calypso coral, daffodil delight, early espresso, misty moonlight, night of navy, and old olive. For the little leaves. Now those are all the blues you can imagine. I'm pretty sure this is balmy blue because it's like a we're gonna go with greener blue. This is boho blue. That's boho, it's more gray. This is more blue. Okay, this goes right above here somewhere, right above those little dots. I think it's a little bit off to, no, don't stick yet. I haven't told you to stick yet. Listen to instructions. There we go. Now you can stick down. Great, there we go. Then we're adding this with tear and tape right here. And this one, this one right here. I'm just trying to figure out the spacing here. And that's, oh, that goes straight on the top. I want it to be in a little bit. This one gets see my dilemma, hold on. We're going to do this, I think. No, here we go, like that. 1, 2. Yep, that's how I want it. Get that popped up with some strips. I'm going to put this right in the middle first, like that. Does that look sort of straight and sort of in the middle? Excellent. Where's my tear and tape? Now is the point where I'm going to start losing stuff. Now, that doesn't matter if it only has one piece, because it's not dimensional. It just needs to stay there. That's a bit long. Hold on. Tear that down a little bit. Get rid of that. Oh, stuck to my finger. Okay, now let me show you. I have a little piece hanging up over there. So if you have a little piece hanging over, just flip it back on itself. It'll be fine. Okay, this one is going right there. I want this to sort of peek out behind. So I'm going to put that one right there. Try and get the top straight like that. This one is going, let's move this. We're done with stamping. Okay, so whoops, bumped ya. That one's going there. This one has a little piece right there that I'm folding over, and I want it to be right there, sort of. And now this one can go right there with some dimensionals. That one's too long. One there. They're saying 1. I'm going to put 3. Like so. I'm happy with that. Little strippy right there. Ooh. And that's going right about there. Yep, that looks good. Just tuck that down, and we need some cuties. They have one on here. I'm wondering about that. The other one is one here. Oop, come on. One up here. And then I don't know if I want that one there. I'm going to put mine down here, I think. Up there, maybe. I don't want it there. Don't want it there either. I'm going to put it there. Yep, mine's going right there. There we go. So, there is the third one I made with a little variation. You can put your bling wherever you want. Okay, so there we go. This is this fun kit, June 2023. Paper pumpkin that coordinates with a suite in the annual catalog. I hope you enjoyed that, and if I have time, I will do an alternative video for you. But that's it. See you again soon. Bye-bye.